Next, let's talk about component integration. When we look at the overall VCAC deployment, the identity appliance must be installed and deployed first before it can interact with the other components, and this is the starting place for any VCAC deployment. Now, as far as the other services go, the identity service actually provides tokens and authentication and authorization information for requests. So when you go to click on a catalog item or a different page, or you're logging into the multi-tenant environment, it's the identity service that's actually doing the authentication checks and making sure that you're authorized to access what you just tried to get into. We talked about it before, but it is also the broker for workflows and integration with Active Directory. Specifically on the approvals workflow part, and we'll talk more about the approval engine, but you can actually define logic like if John requests a VM, his boss then has to approve it. Well, let's use Active Directory groups and information to populate that kind of workflow or that kind of chain. So that's the power of integrating with an Active Directory or centralized authentication system rather than using those local users. And again, it leverages roles and groups. So not only can we do users, but we can actually make it a more generic role or a group and say that anyone in the system administrator's role can do these set of actions. And then anyone in the developer role can do a more limited set of actions. And then I can go ahead and assign all my groups. So maybe I have a group in Active Directory called developers, and then I assign them to the developer role. Or maybe I know, let's say John Smith is a system administrator, I can assign him a role for which the permissions have already been defined. So kind of a define once and apply to many logic there.